Hey, bitch, it's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to my channel. Listen, let's go ahead and have us a quick chat and let's talk about these Real Housewives. Let's get into it. All right, y'all. First up on the quick chat, let's go ahead and talk about Miss NeNe Leakes, okay? NeNe Leakes, who was married to Greg Leakes, she ended up losing him to his battle with colon cancer. He died on September 1st at the age of 66. And although she did not have like an actual funeral service for him, she did have a memorial service because she ended up cremating him, from my understanding. And when she held this memorial service, it was really nice. She held it over there at Lenithia Lounge over there in Duluth, Georgia, honey, okay? And it definitely brought the peoples out. Definitely brought the peoples out to support her. And it was just really good to see that she was all smiles during this time. I wouldn't know what to do, y'all. I wouldn't know what to do or how to feel. You know, maybe it was a little easier for her as she prepared for this moment, you know, of him not being there. But I'm sure it's still going to be a hard road for her as she moves forward. But I was really happy to see that NeNe was up there smiling. Because for me, I'd probably be down and out, y'all. I still wouldn't know how to pull this memorial service together, wouldn't know what to do. Because this person was literally her best friend for many years, for such a large part of her life, and her child's father. You know what I'm saying? When ain't nobody else had NeNe back, Greg Leakes, baby, had her mother back, okay? And I'm sure his death definitely hits different. Like he was her husband, her best friend, you know. And I probably would just be thinking differently just about, you know, being older as well and making sure that, dang, I got to make sure I really got my ducks in a row, because if I'm not here, my kids won't have their dad, stepdad, whatever, you know what I'm saying? They won't have me. So it's a whole new, I'm sure, perspective that NeNe is taking on as she goes on throughout this journey. And I just hate it for her, y'all. I just really hate it for her. But what I love is to see that some of the ladies that she may have had conflict with or whatever, they were in the building. They were in the building. And I was really happy to see that. I'm like, look at Miss Kenya Moore sitting up there with Eva. I said, okay, this is cute. Y'all better come on. Let me tell y'all something. Even in Greg's absence, he is bringing the people together like he always would want had he been here physically on earth, okay? So it was really nice to see everybody just go out and show Miss NeNe some love. You see freaking Frack back in the building together, okay? Okay? You know it got to be funny if Phaedra up there laughing with this wide mouth she got, okay? Girl, yes. And you got Shamia over there in the building. Everybody's all smiles. Like, look at NeNe just smiling. I just love to see it. I think I like this picture the most of NeNe with her being with Marlo. I also saw a video clip where they were kind of like dancing together and singing. I love this the most because I felt like her friendship with Marlo was closer than a lot of the ladies. And another reason why I'm really happy to see that they're together, they're smiling, NeNe is smiling super hard, is because y'all know during the summertime, you know, with NeNe not being a part of Real Housewives of Atlanta, she was out there kind of throwing some shade. Not kind of, baby. Not kind of. No. She was out there throwing some shade at the girls, okay? She didn't think that Marlo deserved to be a peach holder over there at Real Housewives of Atlanta. She was very clear about that. And I think that her reasoning kind of made sense, you know, but she was just a very vocal. If she also thought about, you know, talked about if she could get anybody off the show, it would be all the ladies that's already sitting over there, honey. So NeNe definitely went on a tour campaign going in on these ladies. But despite all of that, I'm so glad that these ladies came in and supported her in this moment when she really needed them. Because some people will hold grudges. They'll be like, girl, I don't give a damn what's going on with your husband. Okay, or what's going on with your family, girl. I ain't forget what it is that you said about me. So F you. So I love when people can put things to the side and be there for a bigger purpose. So I really love that. And like I said, I think this picture and just seeing Marlo and NeNe together was like the best one. Like it just warmed my heart. I'm like, okay, I love to see this. Like they look really good. Look at all these ladies. I said, come on, not Trina. Trina then slid on up to Georgia from Miami so that she could be here to support NeNe as well. And I'm sure there were a ton of others. Like I didn't see pictures of Cynthia, but I'm sure Cynthia probably was in that building as well. So it was just a lot of people that were there, and it was a lot of love in the building. And, you know, Kandi could not be there at that time. So she and Escape, it looks like they were out in California, her and her group members. So shout out to Kandi Escape, you know, Tamika, Tamika, Tiny, and Tasha. So yeah, so shout out to them. They look good. First of all, as I look at this photo, I'm like, oh, they look good, honey. They is giving at the age that they're at. And I'm trying to give like that when I get up there too, girl. They look really good. So they decided to you know, dedicate a song, you know, to Greg, send it over to, you know, NeNe, because they weren't able to actually be there because they were out in California. Seems like they were doing a actual like doing a performance or something. They had some things they were doing out there in California. So they weren't able to be there. So they sent her a beautiful song, Am I Living in Vain? And they said the life of Greg Leakes was definitely not in vain. We wanted to lift his memory up in song. Okay. And they said, I send our, so all of the ladies of Escape are sending their love to NeNe Leakes and the entire Leakes family. So that was really sweet. That was really nice of them. I think that song was probably one of Greg's favorite songs or something like that. So awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome sauce. Okay. So while the ladies are out there, you know, in California having a great time, y'all know Todd is definitely going to be there right there by the side of his woman, Miss Candy. Okay. So he's taking a picture with Candy. He going to tell me some, every man needs a woman. Okay. Y'all know that came from T.S. Madison. Was it TS or Kaya? I know it came from when the two of those ladies were together. So, you know, that was like a running joke. So it was hilarious for him to put that up there, talking about every man needs a woman, okay? And he got his woman, okay? She's that type of girl. All right. So she says, not the lyrics to the song, but they look super cute. So I'm like, look at Todd. Todd looking younger. Candy looking younger. What y'all over there doing? Okay. Y'all look good. I ain't mad at it, honey. I ain't mad at it. And I ain't mad at a good joke that both of y'all can laugh at. All right. So that's that on that, honey. I just wrapped up that with the Real Housewives ladies. So y'all continue to send some love over there to Miss NeNe Leakes, honey. Okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and transition because y'all know my girls is coming back. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Now, I started watching it last season, but I kind of fell off. I felt like people wasn't watching it, but honestly, people were actually watching it when I look back. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, people are actually, I'm thinking about my own channel. I'm like, are people actually watching the reviews? Are people really into the show? They actually were. I was the one that fell off, okay? And people wanted me to pick it back up, but I didn't. But I continued to watch the season or whatever. And it was actually a good season. This season is going to be even better because the lady that was running the muck the most in the I'm gonna say in the house, okay, in the season last year was Miss Jen Shaw, and now Karma done came back and bit her quicker in her. All right, so now she got these charges put on her, these federal charges for out here scamming the people, scamming the old folks and stuff, and we are going to be able to see her live in color being arrested, child. So all of that is going to play out. So it's really going to be interesting. It's kind of like Real Housewives of Beverly Hills with the big, large case that Erica Jane got going on. Everybody having their piece and their say about it, amongst other issues going on the show. Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is about to be that girl as well when it comes to Jen Shaw. Jen Shaw ran amok in the house on damn near every woman on the show, including her good girl, Heather. Okay, so now it's going to be their turn to see whether or not are they really friends with her, what's really going on over here, what she really done got herself into. So it's going to be real interesting to see how these ladies respond to the charges that are being put up against Miss Jen. And it's going to be very interesting to see how Jen responds to the ladies and whether or not they feel as though she's innocent or she's not innocent. Okay, but before we get into the clip, actually, it's not the clip. I took a few screenshots from the first 2 minutes because actually I could go ahead and get into it. So they put up the first 2 minutes of the show for us for let me pull it up 1 second here, for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. So they dropped like the first 2 minutes of, I guess, the intro of the show. And girl, I'm sure this is going to be what's going to reel us in. And then they're going to turn around and be like 3 months prior or 4 months prior or something. So we're probably going to get to that place. But honey, listen, it was juicy already. Let me say, they gave me a whole lot in the little 2 minutes, the little few minutes that they gave us. They gave us a whole lot. First things first, all the ladies are hopping onto this bus because they think they're gonna go on a trip. Okay, they think they're gonna go on a trip. They're gonna have a great time. At least they are. But Miss Jen thought she was gonna go somewhere. As soon as she got on that bus, she got a phone call. As soon as she planted her arms on that seat, she got a phone call, as you can see. All right. Now, next thing you know, as she's getting this phone call, you could like look at her and just tell that she's like this, like, but she's trying to remain as calm as she can. But she looks like she's panicking, like, what? Okay. And then she reaches for Whitney, I believe it is, to take her mic off. Like, girl, get this the mic off me because I don't know what they're catching on this audio, girl. And I'm gonna have to skip out on the plug real quick. So go ahead and get this mic off me, sis. And that's what that's what we can see that Miss Whitney is doing. She's taking the mic off. But then we also see her outside, and this is Jen Shaw. It looks like she could be talking to Heather. I wasn't sure if she was talking to Heather or if she was talking to Whitney, but I think she was talking to Heather. And she was just saying that how she didn't get any good news, like at all. She didn't get no good news, so she had to like skip out. So Jen leaves, right? Hops in the car, pulls off. What happened? The police pull up on that. The police done pulled up. The van is sitting there with the ladies in it. They're like, we're looking for Jen Shaw. Child, they over there showing us helicopters in the air. So they probably wouldn't even know helicopter in the air. Y'all just put in that stock footage, didn't you? But it probably was, child, because they had quite a few police cars that was coming looking for her. I think the FBI could have been there, girl. It was a mess. They was looking for Miss Jen Shaw. You had somebody on the bus talking about, so girl, maybe what if she run? What if she's running? What if she's trying to flee? You know, girl, I said not Jen trying to flee, but now I'm wondering, girl, was you really trying to flee? Is that why you told her to take the mic off? Because I'm thinking you told her to take the mic off because you didn't want them to hear the audio. So are you telling them to take the mic off because you was really about to skip out on the plug for real? But eventually they did catch up with her. But you had the ladies that are just sitting on the bus in shock and in awe about what's going on. And then later we can see where Whitney ends up seeing the article where they talk about Jen being arrested on, you know, whatever charges she had going on at that time. And some of the ladies' mouths dropped, but I know some of them also believed it to be true. And then we're going to see where Jen is going to go to court. She's going to come out of court. All the paparazzi and everything is going on. So can't wait to see how that's going to play out. Her house is going to get raided. Unfortunately, they're going to be snooping all through her house, pulling records and whatever else they can do. Then you got the ladies, meanwhile, on their trip, having dinner. And then they're all trying to assess, you know, what's going on with Jen, how they feeling about it, what they thinking about it. And it's crazy because we get a new lady named Jenny. And Jenny is asking Lisa Barlow, what's your business with Jen Shaw? And that's an interesting question because it seems like Lisa was definitely advocating for Jen and possibly her innocence. But, you know, meanwhile, Whitney over here like, girl, Whitney over here feeling like Sutton over there on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And she's over here like, girl, listen, if she got something going on, girl, I'm not trying to be a part of it, okay? And then you got Heather over here acting like, what's her name, Dorit, over there on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, talking about some, girl, I'm not trying to be indicted on anything. I don't want to be questioned about nothing, girl. Don't bring me in on that. So this is going to be, to me, very interesting to see where the ladies are, where they fall. And Lisa Barlow, girl, you and Meredith was like this. But it seems like from the previews, we're going to see that Meredith ain't going to be so cool with Miss Jen. But Lisa, are you going to continue to be cool with Jen? Knowing that you and Meredith are like this, what's going to happen with that? Because you were sure over here advocating with her, so advocating for her. You know what I'm saying? That's what it seems like. That's why you were giving her the benefit of the doubt. That's why Jenny, the new girl, was like, girl, did you have a business with her or something? Like, what's going on with that? So I am looking forward to seeing how all of this is going to play out, Miss Ma'am. Meanwhile, you got Mary being interviewed later on. They asked it because Lisa is like, how do they know that Jen was here with us? Like, who told them this? How did they know Jen was on this particular bus at this time? How did they know? Somebody had to have tipped them off. And I'm over here like, production probably did it, but now I don't know. Whitney, was it you? Mary, was it you? Mary just smiled in the confessional when they asked her, like, girl, do you know anything about this? Do you know how they got a hold of her during this time? She was just like, I'm sure Mary gonna tell them, girl, that ain't got nothing to do with me. So I also want to know that too. Who was the person that tipped off the police, letting them know where to find Miss Jen at? Who was that individual to do such a thing? So I'm looking forward to it. I hope you guys are. If you guys are new to Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, go and catch up on season 1. If not, it'll be okay. Hop on into season 2. All right, come back for these reviews and let's have a good time this season because I think it's going to definitely be a good time. All right, and let's go ahead while I'm speaking on Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. Their taglines are in. And I don't know why it seems like it's so late. I feel like we usually probably get their taglines sooner, but I'm just now getting access to it. And it seemed like they just dropped it on yesterday. So let's go ahead and get into the taglines of these ladies. So let's find Miss Jen Shaw, honey. Jen Shaw says her tagline is, the only thing I'm guilty of is being shot amazing. And I'm like, okay. I guess that's cute considering the fact that it's a play on her being guilty of the charges and she's innocent until proven guilty or whatever. And, you know, she tried to put Shaw in everything. That's her last name. She tries to put Shaw in anything. Shaw amazing and whatever else she can come up with. She tries to put it in there. So this seems like it's very fitting for her. The only thing she's guilty of is being Shaw amazing. So we'll give her a pass on that with Miss G and Shaw. Okay, girl. Let's go ahead and move on. The next thing we have is Miss Mary. Let's get into Miss Mary. Her tagline is, if you come for me, I'll send Jesus after you. Now, girl, see this right here, that's where it begins interesting. And it's like, Miss Mary Mack, all dressed in black. Did you call the cops and tip them off on where Miss Gina was? Because what you did say is, if you come for me, I'll send Jesus after you. So did you send Jesus after them? Or are you just saying this is her karma? Now, mind y'all, Miss Mary is a pastor. She took over her grandmother's church, and she also took over her grandmother's husband, which was also her step-grandfather and now her husband. That's a real definition, okay, of her grandfather, husband, just like Miss Ashley over there on Real Housewives of Potomac, okay? But it seems like Miss Mary may have her beat, okay? Even though Michael looks like Ashley's granddaddy, hello, she went and actually married. Miss Mary went ahead and married her granddaddy, girl. But anyway, she says, if you come for me, I'll send Jesus after you. So I definitely know that Jen Shaw was coming for her last season for sure. And it seems like karma, Jesus, or whatever you want to call it, looks like it's definitely coming after Miss Jen Shaw at this moment. So she might have a point. So I'm not mad at this tagline, okay? Not mad at it at all. Okay, let's move on to Miss Meredith, honey. Y'all know Miss Meredith is a favorite of mine between she and Whitney. Those are my girls, honey. And when Miss Meredith, I feel like she's gonna rise to the occasion by not taking no BS from nobody. And I feel like I'm gonna be here for it for sure. I think I'm going to be here for it. Let's get into Miss Meredith and what she had to say. Meredith says, I may be known for my ice, but I always bring the heat. I like it. I like it. Salt Lake City is always icy out there. It's always snowy out there. But Miss Meredith is going to be bringing the heat. I love it. I love it so much. Okay, because from the previews, it looks like she is going to be bringing the heat. I'm here for it. Don't let nobody push you around, Miss Meredith, girl. We here for you. We is team Miss Meredith. Let's go, girl. I'm definitely here for it. Okay, as long as she don't do nothing to make me change my mind throughout the season. But right now, yes, girl, I like this tagline. I may be known for my ice, but I always bring the heat. Girl, who helped you with that? It was your son, wasn't it? It was her son. I know it was her son, okay? Because he got some fashion and some style over there, okay? And I think he got away with words. So I definitely think her son helped her with this. So I'm not mad. What's his name? Brooks? I'm not mad at that, okay? Go ahead, Brooks. I know you helped your mama with that. All right, let's move on to my other fave girl, Miss Whitney, honey. Let's get into Miss Whitney. All right, Miss Whitney says, in a town of beauties and beasts, there's only one wild rose. That's cute. That's cute. I don't care what y'all say. That is cute. Beauty and the Beast. And y'all know it was like the little rose and stuff like that. Girl, yes. Love it. Love it. Because her name is Whitney Rose. Love it. Love it. So cute. And y'all know Whitney is wild. Y'all know she got the little stripper pole down in the basement area or whatever. So she know how to strip. She never been a stripper, so she say, but she know how to do the moves and everything. Okay. And then she wild, I also say, because her and her husband was married to somebody else, and then they started having an affair with each other, then got divorced from those people so they could get married, honey. Okay. So you know, being a part of the Mormon church, they don't like that girl. So she a little bit on the outs, honey. But all in all, you know, she owns who she is, and I love that about Whitney. Okay, for the most part, I feel like Whitney is a very honest person. She's adorable, fashion style, outspoken. Like, I mean, what more could you ask for, right? I love Whitney, and I'm here for this. In a town of beauties and beasts, whoo, there's only one wild rose. My girl's coming through. I don't know about y'all faves, but my girls is over here coming through, honey. Yes, ma'am. So let's go ahead and move on to the next person. We got Miss Heather. Hey, Miss Heather, honey. Let's get into Heather. Heather Gay. I was raised a Mormon, but now I'm raising a glass of champagne. Not mad at it. Y'all know she was so focused on being a Mormon, and she was worried about, you know, not living that particular lifestyle, even though she was a Mormon, and also being judged for the new lifestyle of how she's, you know, been changing and stuff like that. Because y'all know, high key, Miss Heather loved her some black men, period, and probably wish she would have married her a black man instead of the white man she did marry, because she was following the rules of her family and stuff. Okay. So that's that for Miss Heather. And when she had a conversation with her daughters on last season, they were talking to her, and she was talking to them about how they felt about church and stuff. And I think they started missing a few weeks and stuff of church. And her mom was afraid of how people were going to look at them sideways and stuff. And her daughters was like, girl, I don't even like being a Mormon. What are you talking about, girl? We ain't even got to go back to that church. Like, it's not even a problem for me. Okay. So her daughters are like over it. And it seems like she's also over it. So I'm here for her, girl, if you want to leave the Mormon church. Because, you know, typically what they say is Mormons be racist and stuff like that. But Miss Heather said that's not who she is. And like I told y'all, Miss Heather would have much have rather married a black man than a white one, unfortunately, or fortunately for her. Unfortunately and fortunately, I guess. Now she's I guess getting to a place where she probably could do that, right? So yeah, I'm not mad at that. Do what you want to do, Heather. It's still gonna be your life at the end of the day, and your relationship with God is your relationship with God. So what else is going on, girl? Okay, raise your glass of champagne, Annie. We ain't mad at it, girl. Let's go ahead and let's move on. Okay, let's move on to our next person, Miss Jenny. This is the new person, right? This is the new person we have, Miss Jenny. Let's get into hers, okay? Jenny McGowan, and I hope I said that right. She says, I have plenty of everything, including opinions. Okay, Miss Jenny. It seems like she is going to be having some opinions, honey. It seems like she might be a very outspoken person, because I was shocked watching the preview to hear her ask Lisa Barlow, what's your business? What's your business with Jen? What's going on with that? So we'll see. We'll see. And I want to know who she's going to come in as a friend of. Whose friend are you? And just looking at her face is giving fierceness. Definitely giving me fierceness. Looks like, girl, you're not going to run me over or anything like that. I'm going to say what it is I want to say. And not now one of y'all girls in this room going to be able to check me. So this may be a good addition. I'm here for it, and I'm looking forward to knowing more about her background and stuff. So Miss Girl says she got plenty of everything. So, girl, we want to know, what do you do, Miss Jenny? All right, including opinions. Girl, this is going to be a good season. I thoroughly believe so, okay? And let's get down to our last but not least person, Miss Lisa Barlow. Hey, Lisa girl, Miss Lisa coming through. Let's see what she had to say. Okay, she says, you don't have to like me. I love myself enough for the both of us. Now, Lisa, girl, you could have came with something better. Now, you done let everybody before you come with something better, and then you going to come to America with this. I'm not crazy about this tag. You don't have to like me. I love myself enough for the both of us. Who don't like you, Lisa, girl? Are you about to be on the outs this season with people? Is a lot of people about to start looking at you sideways and coming at your head this season? Is you going to be messy? Is you going to be out there trying to confirm that Meredith got a side man? Girl, I can't wait to see it. But this tagline, I'm not crazy about. But y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below on who you think got the best tagline, honey. You don't have to like me. I love myself enough for the both of us. Well, we expect that, honey. But give us something else. Because you done let Miss Jenny McGowan come up here and do better than you. Talking about she got plenty of everything, including opinions. Girl, we're going to go ahead and move on, honey. But you could have gave us a little more than that, Miss Lisa. Learn something from this. Okay, we was rooting for you, girl. Let's go ahead and switch gears, okay? Because we got to talk about it. We got to talk about my girl, Falynn Pina, okay? Formerly known as Falynn Guobadia, okay? It looks as though Simon Guobadia is still out here bothering the people. And by the people, I mean Fallon and Jalen. Now, the Shade Room did post, and I wasn't able to capture it, but they did post a package that ended up going over to Fallon's home. And it looks like it came from Simon. But the person and how they spelled it, which was awkward, they spelled Fallon's name like Faline. That's what it looked like versus how she, spells it, or how we're familiar with it, right? Falynn, Falynn. So I'm like, was this really Simon, or did Simon call somebody else and say, send it to Falynn, and they just wrote a name down and they shipped it? So I'm like, did that really come from him, or did it come from someone else? Obviously, Miss Fallon believes that it truly came from him at the end of the day. I think it was like some mask or something like that. And then they were like, protect yourself or whatever. So this led Miss Fallon to go the on social media. Okay. So I'm just up late at night minding my business, scrolling like I do on the gram. I see Fallon got a story up, so I'm tapping. And I see her story, and baby girl is going off. I said, Fallon, what is this long stuff you got? And then I'm like, ooh, what? What happened, Fallon? Let me go and read this to y'all, honey, because Fallon got into the business. She said, all right, now I'm pissed off, okay? Y'all wanted me to speak up. I will not continue to be bullied for SHI. I did not do, okay? IDK, how many effing times I have to say this? I did not cheat on my ex. Get this through y'all skull, is what she's saying. We had a silent and mutual understanding that him and I both were done with the marriage. And we went our separate ways before we even went public in regards to our divorce. And if I had, why do you continue to stalk and post about anything I'm doing? What I can't seem to wrap my mind around is the fact that you filed for divorce. All caps, okay? You filed twice. Because the first time I said no because I wanted to fight for our marriage. You filed the second time after I told you I wasn't going to take your narcissistic antics anymore. Only after you told me that I should reconsider reconciling with you because without you, my children would end up working at Burger King or McDonald's. You just beat me to the punch, but I was happy that you did. So basically she's saying that he tried to down talk her kids, talking about you need to just stay with me because if not, you know, your kids are going to be working at Burger King or McDonald's. But sir, you didn't give a damn about my kids when you was about to go and file or when you went to file for a divorce the first time. And then now you want to try and convince me to sit up here and stay with you? Okay, sir, you have issues. You don't decide or get to make a determination on what happens in my children's life or how it's going to play out for them. Who do you think you are? You need to worry about your own children because obviously Miss Fallon was the one that was helping do the most for them than you were. Child, you couldn't even plan a trip without your assistance. That's what I'm confused about. If this is something that you do, you should be able to do it, okay, without having the assistance help. I'm confused, but we're going to go ahead and move on because Miss Fallon has some other things to say. Okay, let's get into it. She goes on to say, I have said many times that I do not blame you or your mates. Ooh, hey, Portia mate. Girl, not Portia. You better be careful to not say this lady name and just say mate. Okay, she says, I blame us. That is what adults do. They take accountability. So here is mine. Our marriage, as beautiful as it was while it lasted, also fucking sucked for both parties involved, even before we got married, honey. We had some real issues and probably had no business being married. And FYI, I was emotional in my interview for our children's sake. And the effing divorce sucks, no matter who's in the right or wrong. Go ahead, Miss Fallon. Let me tell y'all, Miss Fallon came out. She was like, damn, this girl, I'm getting tired. Now, y'all know she was real sweet, real quiet in that interview with Up and Adam. She was very like, you know, yes, and no, and it's okay. But now she said, baby, these gloves are off. You done got me pissed off. Okay, I'm over here living my best life, happy, got my YouTube channel, okay, traveling with my man, enjoying life, and then here you go. Oh, no, dear. Oh, no, dear. Got some more things that I got to say to you, okay? She goes on to say this, honey. I'm so here for Fallon. Finally just snapping off on y'all folk, getting on her nerve. She says, so I leave you with this. It's one thing to speak on your past in a way of maturity, growth, healing, etc. But no, you're out here sending packages to our effing house and posting subliminal captions, quoting everything Jalen and I say on our social media towards one another as if somebody did something to you. You're mad because I got into a relationship with my best friend. Cool. You got engaged to my castmate, someone I had around us outside of filming. Boom, B-I-T. Ooh, she said, boom, B-I-T. Everybody effing wins. We both ain't SHI. How's that for realness? I said, come on, girl, just owning what it is, girl, and just moving on. Now, read this. I do not give a about you, and neither does Jalen. I'm tired of talking about this irrelevant SHI. Please move on with your pursuit of happiness, girl. That was a play on words because y'all know Portia got the pursuit of Portia. So she's telling her, please move on with your pursuit of happiness and leave me alone, okay? I'm here for Fallon, but that's not all. That's not all Miss Fallon had to say, honey. She had one last thing that she had to say before she peaced out on y'all. And she says, listen, oh, and P.S., stop being a coward and trying to get Jalen banned from every establishment you step foot in. The staff are laughing at you and telling us it's not working in your favor. So stop. Okay, so honey, I do know the last establishment that they did take pictures in was Miss Lanithia Lounge. So I'm wondering if Simon was over there trying to bad talk them to Miss NeNe or something like that, girl, because they definitely was in the building. Honey, now I am wondering if they was in the building the same night as everybody else when NeNe had the celebration for her husband, and then pictures probably rolled out later. I'm wondering if it could have been the day before. It could have been the day before, but I was wondering if they were there at the same time as Portia was also there that night. So I'm not sure if she could have went the day, she and Jalen could have went the day before or not. I also saw in her comments where someone said that there's a blogger that was saying that Fallon was out there smoking hookah as well. When we saw the pictures of Jalen smoking hookah, the blogger said that Fallon was also smoking hookah. And Fallon said, baby, tell her to upload the pics if she got them. I said, oh, not upload the pics. And the person was saying that they feel like this particular individual is a liar. You know, they always coming up with schemes and scams and clickbait and stuff. And then Fallon says, I want her to show the pictures, though, because it sounds like a lawsuit to me. And I said, ooh, y'all gonna get enough of playing with Miss Fallon, honey, because she ready to play on y'all head top. Hear what it is that I say, okay? But if they were, like I said, in the club at the same time, Portia, I wonder if there was any interaction. Probably not at all. But there's that, y'all got to leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I have no issue with Miss Fallon going in and letting half on y'all folks. Okay, Simon has been able to say a lot of things even when Miss Girl was silent. So now it's time for her to go off and snap off, and I appreciate her owning what everybody else been saying. Okay, then neither one of y'all is SHI, and she said, how's that for realness? Neither one of us are SHI. Okay, you messed around with my castmate, I decided to go ahead and move on and get in a relationship with my best friend. So what else is going on, honey? Now I'm with the child, and now you mad because all these years that I was with you, I didn't even conceive anything but bullshit. So what else is happening? Okay, so y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I'm not team anybody, for real. I'm just team report the information, okay, and give my commentary about it. But all in all, like I told y'all before, y'all leave y'all thoughts and comments down below. I'm Jamie, that's me, honey. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Now follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.